Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan from My Crypto Paradise. In today's video we will look at the MATIC network. And this is because there seems to be quite a lot of interest after price bounced off the long-term uptrend trend line. We can see that the trend line has been applied on the one-day logarithmic chart. And this bounce, along with this rejection of the 61.8 Fips applied to this overall uptrend, can result in a price break above this triangle pattern and potentially towards the previously made high and even much higher. But was this 72% decline the end of the corrective move, or will the price break below the trend line and move towards the 200-day moving average? In this video we will be talking about this. And as you might already know, recently we had a buy signal on the MATIC network, which has been initiated at $1.46 with the buy zone between 145 and 146. There are multiple targets. For example, the first one, 159, has already been tested. On this chart you can see the entry price, which was nearly perfect. While the price has reached the target 1, the stop loss is moved to the break even, and this has become a risk-free trade. But you can also see that the final target is quite far away at $2.38. So let's discuss the scenarios where the price will be hitting this level. First off, let's jump to the coin market cap to see that the MATIC network is ranked number 15. And this is actually one of the top gainers during the past 7 days and also 24 hours. Just look at other coins and we can see that the MATIC network is at the top, and there was this consistent growth during the past 3 to 4 days. Overall market cap is over $10 billion. And the ranking 15 is very high. So this is a very popular coin, which certainly attracts a lot of attention. Moving on to the coin 360, the Bitcoin has actually recovered from 37k to 40k. So this is the positive sign. And if Bitcoin will hold the key support levels, the money will start flowing to the altcoins and potentially to the MATIC network as well as other interesting projects. So back to the daily logarithmic chart. This is the long-term uptrend. We had this bounce, which is a really positive sign, but yet we are within the triangle, which is likely to be broken if certain conditions will be met, which we will discuss further in this video. The good thing here is this clean bounce of the 61.8 Fips at the psychological support, which is $104. The price remains above the 200-day simple moving average, which is also a bullish sign, confirming that the overall trend remains bullish. And as we can see, the previous 4 days, 4 candles, they are all green, which is also a very positive sign. So there is this consistent growth, which is approaching the top of the triangle. If you zoom in the daily logarithmic chart, it is also visible that there was this clean bounce of the average price uptrend trend line, where we have used this resistance and this support. Price has attempted to break below the 61.8 Fips, yet it only produced the spike hitting the trend line. So this area is still very important support, which has been rejected, validating the long-term uptrend. Another important point is that right now price is breaking above the descending channel, which is likely to result in further growth, potentially towards the area between 128 and 147. And this area is located between 2 Fips, 78.6 and 88.6 Fips, based on this corrective move down. The next chart is the 16-hour chart, where we have applied yet another Fibonacci retracement indicator. First was applied to this corrective move, second was applied to this move down. And we can see that there are 2 Fips meeting at the same price, which is near $2.3. So this just emphasizes the importance of this resistance area. At the same time, we can see that there was a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which also implies that this downside wave has ended. Besides, we see that there is an uptrend trend line and the price bounced off this trend line. Another point is the importance of the 50 simple moving average on this chart. We saw this clean bounce of the MA, yet another bounce of the MA, and now we are breaking above the MA, which is another bullish sign. So right now we're approaching the simple downtrend trend line where the price can simply slide through or have some resistance or consolidation before it will continue moving higher. By looking at the 4-hour chart, we can see that the price has formed a wedge pattern, and this wedge got penetrated along with a 50 simple moving average. In fact, price didn't hesitate to break above. In fact, we had this resistance area, previously support, yet again support, so supply demand area, which also was broken. Finally, we have an RSI oscillator applied on this chart, and as we can see, the bullish divergence has been formed. Price produced a new lower low while the RSI produced a new higher low. After the bullish divergence has been formed, the price went up and RSI along with the price broke above the downtrend trend line. So this is a bullish sign, bullish confirmation. So now the question is whether there will be this pullback and then price will continue rising, or it will continue rising non-stop, or what kind of price action should occur for the price to go down. To answer this, we need to look at the 2-hour chart where we can see 3 supply demand areas. The first one, the very first one, where the price first rejected this resistance and then bounced of this level, which has become the support, is at $125. Then we have another supply demand area at $141, and finally another supply demand area at $151 right there. So only upon the break below the very first one, which is the key support level, only upon the break below this level we can easily expect further selling pressure. But before that occurs, the bulls will continue to dominate. Right now, price is at the top of the ascending channel, and there can be some short-term selling pressure, resulting in a price decline towards one of these supports and potentially the moving average. This can be the case. On the other hand, if there will be the break above the channel, we can see a fast growth towards 128 or 147 resistance. So this resistance area must be watched very closely for the bounce or break higher. And speaking about this resistance, we have applied a FIPS to this minor pullback after price broke above the downtrend trend line, and we can see that 1061.8 FIPS corresponds to 78.6 FIPS as we have here on the daily chart. Therefore, this area is the key resistance area for the MATIC network in case there will be this fast continuation. But this key support must also be watched in case there will be a pullback. Overall, the sentiment remains bullish considering multiple breakouts of the resistance trend line and the wedge as well as the moving averages. So any sort of pullback can provide an opportunity. Now let's move to the MATIC against the Bitcoin as our final chart. This is the 4-hour chart, and we have similar picture as for MATIC against the USDT. There was the break above the descending channel and there was the break above the moving average. Yet again, this is a bullish sign which can send the price towards 4,650 Satoshis resistance area, which is confirmed by 2 FIPS. The first FIP was applied to this wave up, and the second FIP was applied to this overall wave to the downside. Besides, previously this was the area where the price rejected the moving average. So once and if this area will be taken out, further growth potential should follow. But for now, we already have the bullish sign, and therefore any sort of pullback towards the trend line or potentially towards this previously formed support is likely to provide a buying opportunity. On the other hand, if price breaks below 78.6 pips at 3,178 satoshis, the selling pressure will increase, and then price should be expected to move towards the previously made low at 2,384 satoshis area, which corresponds to the bottom of the channel. In other words, towards the support downtrend trend line. And that was all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to take it easy and smooth, and see you next time.